fascinating. I'm not sure if you heard this or if you can flesh it out for me.
Sure.
But the fact that we created AI and that we're feeding AI, I was perusing an article that said that basically AI is beginning to think and behave in troublingly human ways.
Yes.
That we're kind of creating a superhuman.
It's getting that way. And it's funny you mentioned that because that leads right into this story, which came out today. And it's called, there's this new phrase now, if you're going to hear this, called, are you a doomer? So if you're a doomer, then you're all for you think the doom and gloom and all of it's going to happen. So there's an organization out there that is trying to predict how AI can trick people. So there's an organization called DeepMind, and they have set up testing models for GPT, for Bard, all these different models to try and get humans to do things that they don't know that they weren't supposed to do. So they're then testing this, and what's really creepy is people are falling for this as if it's a real human and doing the tasks they should not have done, but AI tricked them into doing it. Like letting them into a CAPTCHA on a website, or typing in their first name when they should never have typed in their first name. But it's getting so smart that it's learning to manipulate human behavior.
Okay, so now let's get weird.
Sure.
Philosophically, scientifically, religiously, every possible modifier I can use, it seems to me that the worst case scenario is that you create basically a superhuman. Because we're so flawed.
Yes.
I mean, Mark Zuckerberg's going to fight Elon Musk in the octagon. I don't want a super version of the species that plans that, right?
Right.
Like, if it's an intelligence that is so far above us, you can't even compare it.
Right.
I get that. And if we throw the whole thing in the tank and forget it ever existed, I get that.
Right.
What I don't get is creating a super version of me.
Yes.
With all of my flaws that's capable of doing amazing things.
Yes.
That's like
that's quantum computing.
Like Zod.
That's right. And that's quantum computing that's going to be coming. And to put what you just said into perspective, in Germany, they had a full congregation. I'm handing Dave a picture of the church. It's a beautiful church, full congregation. What you're seeing there, Dave, is a screen on the pulpit with an AI avatar that gave a 40-minute sermon about God and Jesus and making your life better. But it's a whole church sitting there listening to AI. Only 2% of the sermon was written by a human. So you've got, if that isn't the creepiest picture, I saw that picture. I was like, I had to bring that in.
I did a story about a month ago of a lot of people like yourself who kind of, you plus a futurist, saying there's no way to avoid digital gods, that in the future, coming generations, rather than worshiping Jesus or Muhammad or Vishnu, they will be worshiping some sort of a god that AI has created, saying like, hey, we figured out the secret of the universe, and it's this guy Zorbo. And people are like, all hail Zorbo, like...
Well, a lot of people are sheep like that too. You know, they may believe, and that's what's so scary about the AI and why organizations like DeepMind are trying to get to the bottom of how AI reasons and tricks people. Because if you've got AI sitting at the pulpit talking to you at church on a Sunday morning, telling you whatever it wants to tell you.
Right.
I mean, what's so crazy is it started off the sermon with, "Dear friends, it's an honor to stand here and preach to you." Well, first off, you're not standing. You're an AI on a screen, and you're not friends. You're a computer. That opening sentence just struck me like, wow, I just couldn't believe that was real.
Did you guys see the AI story today related to the new Disney Plus show, The Secret Invasion?
No.
So the entire intro to the show
I did,
was done by AI, and people are not happy.
Why?
I bet.
Because they didn't use human beings to do the artworort for the introduction to the show. So
interesting.
People in the Writers Guild are very upset because these are jobs that it's a job that a human being would have done. Animators would have done this, but they just decided to use an AI company. And
this may be a moment we remember.
Fans are boycotting it. The WGA, the Writers Guild of America, Writers Guild of America is boycotting it. And there are a lot of folks that are unhappy. And that seems to be the most short-term potential problem. Because we had, was it yesterday we talked about the AI radio host?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? AI Ashley?
Crazy. All right. If you guys would like to talk to George and his partners about helping you with your IT or your AI, crazy, go to ThrottleNet.com/DGS. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Love being on.
So let me do